everyone, thank you for joining me. It is Thursday, July 25th, 2024. Here's a Google Earth view of the town of Jasper there in Canada. Much of it is no more after devastating fires went through that area. No reports of injuries, thank God, but you worry about the pets and other things in this heavily wooded area. A violent forest fire destroyed parts of the tourist town of Jasper, located in western Canada, in the heart of a popular national park where firefighters are still facing walls of flames today, Thursday. The Army must be deployed in the area to help relief workers, who also hope to be able to count on the arrival of rain expected today. There's videos out there today showing the rain. The forest fire reached the deserted town on Wednesday evening after progressing very quickly at the end of the day. 25,000 residents and tourists who were in the park were evacuated during the night from Monday to Tuesday, and they're saying there's no casualties. Thank God for that. Hi everyone, I'm Mary with MaryGreeley News. Thank you very much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sending prayers to those that live there. Images online show significant losses that have occurred, the national park said in a post on social media. In the town of Jasper, firefighters are hard at work to save as many structures as possible and to protect critical infrastructure. The mayor of Jasper, Richard Island, explained on the public channel CBC that his city was experiencing simply the worst nightmare. Jasper National Park, Canada, largest, known for its mountains, glaciers, lakes, and waterfalls, attracts 2.5 million visitors each year. Going back to Google Earth, I'm going to show you the location where this is at for Canada, for those of you here in the United States that are not familiar with the location. Up over here it says British Columbia. Down over here we got the state of Washington and Montana. Numerous fires have been started in recent days by lightning in western Canada, affected by a very severe drought. In total, this province of Alberta, more than 170 fires are active. And that's just in the area of Alberta, including more than a dozen in Fort McMurray region, a hub for oil sands exploration. According to authorities, the flames in Jasper are reaching 120 meters or 390 feet high and moving at a speed of about 15 meters or about 49 feet per minute. The authorities have not given details on the destroyed infrastructure, but Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has already promised to deploy all necessary resources. Some 1,900 firefighters from Alberta are on the job, supported by personnel from Alaska and Australia. There is a video taken from inside a truck that shows the view of the community forever changed. I'll give you a link to that video. It'll be down below in the more information box. Where the building once stood, charred rubble remains. Many homes in the historic town site have been destroyed, leaving only the foundations. The video shows vehicles lining the streets, blackened by the fire. The truck pauses briefly in front of one of the burned homes, and the man's voice can be heard saying, "That's my mom and dad's house." That is supposedly at Geike Street and Larch Avenue, and I'll take you there using Google Earth, and maybe, just maybe, the street view of before will work. Yes, it does. So all these homes, every one of these homes is now lost. So heartbreaking. In the video, that looks, well, yeah, that's probably a home too. But in the video, I believe it's, let me turn this around, possibly this house right here that he said was his parents' home. Sending prayers. Let me go down the street a little bit. This power station, I believe it's a power station, when I was watching the video, yeah, that's still there. And there, these bushes down here that were next to the home, those were saved. They are heavily damaged, but they have been saved. Yeah, heartbreaking. This is all gone. The firefighters worked through the night to try and save as many homes and businesses as the relentless and powerful fire reached the outskirts of the town. Park officials have reported a significant loss in Jasper, but have not detailed the damage to specific buildings or neighborhoods. City Mayor Richard Island said the council will continue to work with all levels of government to coordinate relief efforts and support for thousands of evacuees now displaced across Western Canada. Ireland expressed his grief at the damage caused and urged the people of Jasper to lean on one another as they grieve. He said residents are just now starting to come to terms with the devastating impact of the disaster and the challenges that lie ahead. This experience is tremendously traumatic for each of us, he wrote. Your resilience and strength have always been the backbone of our community. You know, things can be replaced. People's lives cannot. He went on to say, in the coming days and weeks, we will rally together, support one another, and begin the daunting process of recovery. There is somewhere between 170 and 182 wildfires currently burning across the province. I haven't heard anything about some of these buildings, but the ones that were threatened was the wastewater treatment plant, the hospital, communication facilities, and the Trans Mountain Pipeline. Before the fire reached the town, bucketing efforts by helicopters, well, they failed. Crews using heavy equipment to build fire guards couldn't complete the work before having to pull back to safety. Evidently, there was a lot of dead, standing timber in the area, and people were complaining how the Forest Service wasn't doing what it should to make the area safe for wildfires. Planes, water bombers, yeah, they didn't do any good either to keep the fire from consuming the town. A last-ditch effort to use control burns to reroute the fires to natural barriers like Highway 16 and the Athabasca River, that failed too. Because of the heat and the fast-moving flames, first responders were even eventually forced out of the town. The only firefighters that remained were equipped with respirators. I guess the smoke was just horrible. After the order to leave Jasper was issued, thousands of vehicles were gridlocked on roads leading to safety. Many were forced west into British Columbia, then later redirected east towards Alberta. Tim Strozen was camping in the area with his wife and 2 daughters when he noticed that the people in the town site were filling up their cars with gas. That was our indication that maybe we should just pack up and leave, he said, and we were so glad we did because then everyone was rushing to get out. Other evacuees, like Marilyn Longley, a Jasper resident, described her experience as a wild ride that began with seeing a red sky and ash falling from the sky as I was walking home from work. Longley was caught up in the gridlock and said it took her 2 to 3 hours just to get out of town. Many residents have been preparing for an evacuation after a series of harsh fire seasons. This evidently has been on many people's minds since Fort McMurray's and the Edison fires last year. Many residents also attended a wildfire preparation session as recently as 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's probably something that you should look into, along with other different types of classes like first aid and things like that you should take. Yeah, sending prayers. What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please be prepared. So many people do not prepare for natural disasters. And then with the threat of war, well, that's another one that they're not prepared for. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.